In today's video, we're going to talk about why you should get on top of the ball, how you can benefit from it, and why you should do it in general. So what does it mean to get on top of the ball? That means that whenever you're hitting a ball, you want to get your racket on top of the ball by the time that you're done with the shot. I'm going to show you better examples a little bit later. So what does that give you? It gives you an opportunity to keep the ball inside the court at higher speeds. The slower you hit, the more you can allow yourself to not close your racket in the end, just to push it back kind of, and still keep the ball inside the court. Now, when you're playing on higher speeds, you will notice that you're hitting the same way, but the balls are always going far deep. And how can you prevent it? Especially if somebody hits really hard to you, you as well have to make sure that your racket head is almost like parallel to the net, or you're almost closing it a little bit more, so that you can still hit in the court and give it some topspin. Really often when we hit balls that are higher than the net, it's also good to give them topspin from the top. Now, I will show you with my little ball rotation example how all of this looks and how you should move your racket according to the ball to achieve that. All right, so here we have the ball. Now, whenever we're hitting from low to high, we tend to meet the ball like this with the open racket. What happens? By the time that the ball leaves our racket, my racket is still open and I cannot close it. I cannot get on top of it. I cannot spin it from the side. Now, what should you try to do? You should always try to approach the ball almost straight on with your racket face being parallel to the net, right behind the ball. Now, if you're hitting in a high contact point, that would be, let's say, at the level of my shoulder right here, then I would go on top of the ball like this. And I would close my racket by the time that the ball leaves my racket. So if I'm hitting in a regular contact point right here on the level of my hips or a little lower, now I drop my racket under the ball, and then I want to be done with the motion. My racket head, this part, has to go higher than my wrist in order for me to close my racket before the ball leaves it. If I don't manage that, and by the time that the ball leaves my racket, I still have the handle or my wrist being higher than my racket head, that means that now the ball will fly. And it's very, very hard to keep it in like that on higher speeds. So you have to make sure that you move your racket head first. So what it looks like in a bigger motion is this. You prepare, now you start pulling it out. Here, you pull it out, and here your racket head goes, and then it finishes off, something like this. In order to get on top of the ball, what it means is this. It means that you can start spinning it from above here. You always have to approach it from behind. You can still get your racket face under the ball, but that doesn't mean that you open it and approach it from here. Whenever you approach it from here, that's mainly a lob. The ball will go up. From here, it will go up. You see, if I hit it here, it will go up. If I hit it here, it will go forward. That's the easiest way to imagine it. That's the easiest way to understand it. If I go like this, it will go down. Yeah, that's clear. So that means that we want to approach the ball with our racket face forward, hitting it forward because our target is somewhere far there. And then we want to get on top of it with our racket head, just like that. So that's how you can keep the ball inside the court on higher speeds. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.